Good morning, Denver. Today, I'm over here on the counterweight deck. You can see the crane pointed out east that way. We're going to take this unit, you see on the ground over there, and we're going to set it down right on top of the building here. Right here. So they're going to bring it here in the alley, and we're going to lift it up. I'm going to do a little video on it in regular format just because it's going to be a long form video. So we're going to 4-part the block, and I'll talk about that, and then we'll do the lift and just get everything together. So look forward to that. Okay, here in the cab, we're picking in that alley that I showed you guys. So the truck is currently parked right along here in the alley, and we're gonna have to 4-part it because right now with 2-part, I'm good for a maximum of 19,840. We estimate the weight to be 19,000, and at that rate, it's considered a critical lift, and engineers and all that shit want to get involved. I personally don't have a problem picking up 19,000 when I'm good for 19,840. But so as it is for the powers that be. So we'll end up switching our load chart to 4 parts. Let's see, yep, it looks good. And I'd be good for 28,156. Now, in order to actually change to 4 parts, we're going to take this block and we're going to bring it up over here. And I'll record this. We're going to bring it all the way in. We'll have the block come up. It's going to pick up on this red piece right here, and we'll latch into this. This is the upper portion, trolley portion of the 4 block, and then that's the 4-part, and that's the 4-part block right there. So when we come around, I need to drop those chains that are on the hook right now. So we're just waiting for them to finish up their meeting. I'll drop those chains and we'll start a little bit more recording. Okay, let's see how well I can do this with one hand. See, we drop the chains. We don't want that weight on the small hook. And we're gonna trolley in. Once we trolleyed in to a point in which we stop, which I had them set this pretty far back, but not far enough back to 2-part. We're going to, it's gonna stop us, so we stop there. On here, I've got my override, so I'll switch that this way. I'll have to hold it, and we're gonna trolley in some more. And you can see that black plate right there and that white curve. It's hard to see through this glass. We're gonna be right about there. You can see there's a good way to see this. So the blocks has got this piece here, and it's gonna come up and it's going to come into this spot right here. We can cable up a little bit right now, and then it's gonna stop me before I'm able to reach that as well. And then I'll need to figure out a way to try to do this with one hand. We need to override, and we're gonna cable up some more. So now we're gonna cable up, and this piece, that pole right there, is gonna come into that end right there. Now it's gonna start picking up the 4-part block. You can see the line tightening up. And we're just gonna get that right there. So we got the line is tight. We've got the 4-piece block up. And then this is being held up right now because of this bar that comes across. You can't see it here, it's about right over here. And we're gonna trolley out. As we trolley out, that's gonna drop down a little bit. Just a bit. And then that ties the 2 trolleys together. And now that we're out, we're gonna cable down. It's gonna loosen up. You see the line come slack again. And now we got the weight on the 4-part block. Running on the 4-part block, we're only gonna be using this hook, this large hook here. Typically, there's supposed to be a piece that swings over and blocks the use of the smaller hook, because if you pull weight on this end, where the smaller block is, it'll tip this whole thing over, and it's not the way it's designed. I don't know how dangerous it would be, but I certainly don't want anybody doing it. So now we're running 4 parts. And 4 parts means we're running 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that allows us to double the amount of weight that we're able to pick based on line pull. Now, of course, structurally, you're always limited as well. So we'll go ahead and get set up, and then I'll record the actual pick.
Come on up.
And we're picking it up now.
All right, hold that.
They needed to rig it up some, pick it up a little bit, and the electricians needed to attach, drill some holes in the bottom of it, attach some conduit, so when we set it down in the hole, they don't have to worry about doing it at that point and trying to climb through it and all that sort of thing. So we will.
Okay, we are 3 feet off the truck. Everything's clear. Let's keep going high. Let's get these taglines clear. Nice and easy up. About another 10 feet. We've got some chains hanging, taglines hanging. So take it nice and easy until they're clear.
Can't see the block peeking over the building right now. We've got a lot of rigging. So hopefully we have the headroom.
Coming up, chains are almost clear. Keep coming, almost clear. Flying nice and straight. Coming up. Alright, chains, pad lines, everything's clear.
Pretty complicated rigging system.
Great. The idea is to go as high as you can, clear the chain. I've got guys heading that way though. They're coming up right now.
Got some chain falls.
Alright, Eddie has the other radio, so if you want to get it into a position where you can wait for him to call you up there to land it. But the orientation's right. What's facing north goes north, what's facing south goes south.
There's a big girl. About 50 feet long. It's a lot smaller when it's all the way down there on the truck. We'll get it to where they can get their hands on it again. We got the chains over the top of the edge here. We'll get it start to turn and get it position close.
Alright, down here on the trolley.
It's close.
Just gonna get one down.
It's windy.
Trolley.
Let's see, we're windy. It was bumping up to 35. It's a big piece, will catch a lot of wind. Right now we're sitting at 12 miles per hour. So, doing okay.
Close, man. They're getting out. Up high. Down. down nice and easy. We need to go about 4 feet down. 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 Down.
The forepart of the line goes really slow, so it's really good to be able to set something like this because you really take your time.
Alright, get one down. Thank you. Right, so, se parte de ordínalo de una vez.
They've got a good amount of people working on each of these edges here. You can see they're almost like straight down. Looking at this.
Alright, get one down. Nice and easy. La esquina tuya va a ser la primera, ¿cierto? Coño.
Let's slow down another notch here. Should be getting ready to set. Put this in first.
Alright, get one down. Nice and easy. Down. Down.
Losing weight.
Alright, slow it down. How would you get 1 second?
And we're set right there. So definitely an interesting rig. Got my 2-part, 4-part block here. Running with these reds. Good for about 36,000 a piece, I believe, if I remember right. And then we're running to the spreader bars. And then they're running with straps down. I don't know what kind of fucking straps they used. They got a lot of extra just hanging here. They got some chain falls. So it's not a great setup, but it works.
Alright, well played.
All right, in order to go from 4-part to 2-part, we're gonna do the same thing we did, just in reverse. So we're gonna cable up. We're gonna hit the kickoff, the shut off at some point here pretty soon. And then I'll override the winch cable side. So it's a lot easier with me. I have my hands free. I'm gonna override, and we're gonna continue to cable up. You can see that belly wrap, which is the cable hanging down beyond the block there, beyond the trolley. And we'll watch that tighten up as we tighten up onto this, mating the 4-part block to the trolley block there, as we mate the 2-part block to that trolley block up there. You see it's going to kind of sit at an angle. And just tighten up enough. Get that belly wrap up. Meet those two surfaces. Just a little. There we go. Then we're going to trolley it in. Bring it in. And it's also gonna cut me out here in a second. I've got this set pretty well to come back pretty far. When we had the crane set up, we expected to be using the 4-part a little more often. So I had the shut off set pretty far back, more so than usual. You can see the pin there is going to match up with that V section there. It's hard to see through this shaded window. That's where it cut us off. So we're just going to override the trolley and continue to back it up so we come all the way back to that mating surface there. And it stops there, and then we're just going to cable down. Really easy. It's going to lower that. And then the block's gonna come off over here. You see it's coming out of that V. Really, once it's gonna come down maybe 10 or 15 feet, get it clear of everything, and then go ahead and trolley out. Trolley it out, we're no longer attached to the 4-part, and we're now just 2 parts per line. Then we go into our computer here, change that over to 2 parts per line. and then we have the new capacity, and we're all set to keep picking.